Rough trust, I know life crazy. Can't give up just cause it get shady. Life live up, but for what? Shoes lazy. When they get ill, you tell them still I'm down. Still I'm down. Saints. Still I'm down. 10 toes in this shit.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. 180.
It's your boy Saint, man. Josh, what's good?
Y'all already know what time it is. It's time for Voice of the Village. It is Tuesday, 7 p.m. I got my baby in the studio today, so y'all already know what time it is. Listen, bro, what's good?
A lot.
What's a lot, bro? Talk to the people, man.
Okay, so a lot.
Here we go. We're going to have to dang there beat it out of them. Listen, y'all, it is Tuesday. We need you to hit that share button, hit that like button, turn on those post notifications. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. It's your boy, Mr. 180, and Josh C., Mr. Saint, Voice of the Village.
Yeah, and y'all make sure y'all connect with us. Y'all ask questions. Y'all say stuff. Y'all get involved, man.
How was your weekend, bro?
My weekend was, you know what? It's very neutral. There was a lot of things that happened, a lot of good things that happened. But there was also a lot of emotional stress.
Okay.
And emotional stress is hard to deal with, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But yeah.
That's so, man, you done started talking already before we even started talking. Y'all, somebody done reset my stuff in the studio. So this is the background y'all be getting. But go ahead, bro. Let me go ahead and reset it.
That's crazy. Yeah. Ain't nothing to talk about with that, man. Emotional stress it takes a lot of energy out of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of energy that goes into it. I mean, emotion is literally energy in motion. You know what I'm saying? Emotion. Like, so yeah, that's it. It's crazy.
Listen, y'all, my weekend was bananas. When I tell you bananas, if you don't follow me, you should, because it was bananas. I went to what 3 different cities, 3 different shows. You know, I don't know what's going on here. We're gonna just hit the power button on that. We're gonna just hit the power button. It look like we just got 2 headlights.
That's
booming.
Cool. That's cool. Let the light shine, man.
All right, but no, it was crazy. It was cool. It was fun. I enjoyed myself. You know, got to meet a lot of new people. I missed my family. I ain't gonna lie.
Was it emotionally stressful?
Not really. Not really. You want to say hi to the people?
Not really. You want to say hi to the people? Not you, bro. Bro, get. I'm sorry, y'all. My co-host is having difficult tech.
Listen, I'm having technical
difficulties with his phone.
All the way around. I got the phone. I got the TV going off.
Difficulties, technically. That's what I don't know where I was going with that.
At this point,
we bugging today, but it's all good.
Listen, we thugging. Right. We're gonna get the baby out the studio.
We're a little off.
You look.
Let's get on.
Get the boom. Let's get the TV back rolling. They all in the comments. What's going on? What's going on? We missed you, nephew. What's going on? How you doing? I appreciate it, man. Look, this weekend I think when you take on a new job, it does get stressful. You know what I'm saying? But it's what I've been praying for. It's what I've been asking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? The what you're talking about right now, what you went through this weekend, kind of plays into, not really, but kind of plays into the topic. You know, the TDCJ rules and regulations, and how some of those help us outside in business world and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what are a couple? I feel, you know, I said I feel. What are a couple of those rules and regulations that helped you on this trip?
I don't want to know. I don't want to say the rules and regulations. You say TDCJ, you know, I just say prison in general because I didn't do TDCJ. But in general, definitely was self-discipline. You know, I didn't have an alarm clock to wake me up. I knew I had to be to set by a certain time. I knew we had to travel from one city to the next by a certain time. So the self-discipline that prison taught me. Prison I mean, so okay, you gotta be here at this time, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I had to take a certain number of pictures. I had to do a certain number of interviews, to get the job done. And I feel like the self discipline that prison did teach me helped me succeed this weekend.
Yeah, self discipline is a big, and but I really feel like if you don't have much self discipline in prison, you're not gonna make it far. You won't make it where you think you will. You know what I'm saying?
See, the reason why I say self discipline because, like in the feds, they make you get up by 10. At 10 o'clock, everybody got to be out of bed. You got to have your bed made. You can go back to sleep, but you can't be under the covers like sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be out of bed. And then you learn routine where you discipline your body to, okay, I'm gonna get up at 7. Now my body automatically gets up at 7 if I set an alarm. If I don't, now I was super tired the other day, so I slept kind of late, but I was still up by 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Yeah.
I was still up back working. Another thing was, I feel with the self discipline, and I feel the respect played a big role. And I don't want to say that's a rule of prison, but you learn that. I think the most respectful people are in prison.
Well, yeah. It humbles you a lot.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
really brings you down to a level like, okay,
Right.
we all in the same spot. It don't nothing you had out there. It didn't matter how much money you had. It didn't matter if you was beating people up everywhere. Like nothing out there mattered, bro. Yeah, that's a crazy one. But yeah, I was in school in prison, bro, and
Okay.
we had school. We had to be in the hall by like 5. I was up at 4. We was up at 4. And they can call breakfast anytime between 4:30 and 5. You know what I'm saying? But every day I was up at 4. And now out here, bro, 4:30, it don't matter how tired I am, how awake I am, or nothing. 4:30, my body's up.
Wow.
Even if I just open my eyes and be like, okay, dang, I'm tripping. I wake up every day at 4:30, bro.
The thing is about it that a lot of people don't understand is that um that self discipline is in learning how to condition your body and learning how to be responsible. I don't want to say that the rules made me that way, but I feel like the rules just really made me, for me, it was more of you can make it through dang near anything. You know what I'm saying? Because like in TDCJ, oh, you got to shave all your hair off your face. Like dumb rules that you like, oh, when I get out of here, I ain't never going to do this again.
That wasn't. Well, I had a religious beard pass.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't have that.
You're not making me. Most people I knew had. I mean, it's a pretty easy.
Now
loophole.
It's easier, but back in the day,
easy loophole.
In 2009, that was not easy to get.
I can't. 2009, I was in high school, so. Dang.
In 2009, I was in prison.
That's crazy. Time difference, man. Different time zones, different timelines.
In 2009, you really had to be a Muslim, basically. You had to be, the religious pass was hard to get, and you were shaving your face. You was not like, they had a sergeant out there.
If you didn't shave your face, you get thrown in seg, right? Till you shave your face.
Some of them, so it depends on what card was on. B card, no, they're gonna just send you back to your unit. Like, go back in your unit right now. You're not going out to wreck. You're not gonna go chill. You know how you go pill call and everybody go outside. Now everybody on medication and everybody go outside. You're not gonna be able to come outside because your face ain't shaved. But A card, yeah, you're gonna say it. You going to say it.
They could have just said me the whole time.
Man, We ain't gonna even get back on the
Yeah, that's
how much
crazy.
seg we done been in, and
Seg helped me out a lot. It almost drove me crazy, but when I came out, I was definitely somewhere else mentally. You know what I'm saying?
it definitely makes you stronger mentally. It definitely, I feel like the rules. I feel like now obeying the law is easier because I had to obey rules, these sets of guidelines for so long that it's like, okay, like when people like, oh, that's a dumb law or this is a dumb rule. Half the rules being locked up is dumb.
Nah, about 90%.
A lot of them are dumb. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand they get paid to put people through school. But if these people really don't want their GED, why are you forcing people to go to school? And then we'll write you up if you don't go to school.
Yeah, that was
That was
that was a
dumb.
big one. That was real big.
But it's all about money.
I mean, they already getting $200 a head, right? Oh no, this is prison. They already getting 850 to 1K a head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That doesn't it doesn't go to rec, doesn't go to food, doesn't go to it doesn't go to none of that. It
Right.
goes, you know what I'm saying? And then yeah, like you said, they get money off school. People like they spend money on school. They don't. They don't even spend money on the volunteers, bro. Like
Right.
it's all free for them, bro. It's all paid for. It's
And
crazy.
that's the thing is when you get to a point where it's like, okay, hey, you know, I think now I look at some of the rules and being in everyday life that I'm going through now is like, hey, that did help me a little bit. But it's the same thing I feel like in school. And I'm not saying that I'm not pro school. If you in college, do your thing. But I feel like that same way with school. A lot of these rules are worthless. A lot of this stuff
True.
that we learn in the school is
What you
worthless.
talk? Are you talking about college or like grade school?
All of it.
Okay, so honestly, I feel like grade school grooms kids for prison. I mean, it's almost the same rules. TDC, anyways, is almost the exact same rules. Um, it grooms you for a job also, which is weird because when I got a job, I was like, well, damn, this is the same rules as prison. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
That's all like in the same.
I just feel like prison was more structured. Some people in life need more structure. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I was just saying earlier to one of my homies, bro. Yeah, people definitely need more structure. I feel like some people need their feelings hurt, and prison hurt your feelings. And I don't mean feelings hurt like to break you down. You know what I mean? I mean to break the BS that you want in your mind. Because there's a lot of times in prison, you'll see disrespect and be like, oh dang. And you'll learn from that. It didn't happen to you, you know what I'm saying? But you learn because you're like, oh nah, I'm not finna mess with that. I'm not finna go through that. You know what I'm saying? There's other people who are just so high, they think so high of themselves, and then they get those feelings hurt and they become more respectful and humble. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't have nothing going. They go to prison, get their feelings hurt, and they start trying to get on their grind in prison. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So it's like, yeah, the structure was major. That part was major. It was all for elevation. I'm gonna just move this.
Appreciate it. We definitely don't need to break that. Y'all already listen, y'all. It's Voice of the Village. Do you feel like any other rules that? So I got a question for you, and this is sidebar, y'all. You remember when you were little? Did your parents ever make you make your bed every morning?
Bro, yes. I used to hate
Was
it.
you the kid that said, "I'm just about to get back in it"?
Yeah, I was.
I read a statistic say the other day while I was traveling. A person that makes their bed every morning, the person that makes their bed every morning is 80% likely to become a millionaire.
That's crazy.
So you know I had to research more into this because I
Yeah.
was like, that's kind of stupid.
And when you in prison, bro, if you don't make that bed, you getting written up.
Yeah.
You getting written up for not making the bed. Real talk.
What do you feel about 80% of the people that make their bed are
Um, so I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes my room is still a little dirty. I do a lot. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Sometimes my bed is not made, but that's totally understandable. Research this too. Wherever you spend most of your time at, you know what I'm saying? If that time is, I mean, yeah, if that space is cluttered, if that space is dirty, uh, that's how your mind is gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Wherever you spend most of your time at, if it's dusty, if it's food and roaches everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how your mind is gonna be.
Wow. Wow. So the thing is I do believe that. Well, because my mom told me that when I was little. I think if your car is dirty, you really a dirty guy. My mom told me that. She's like, if you can't keep your car clean, a woman gonna say you can't keep yourself clean. And I don't know if I believe that or if that's true or
I don't
false.
I don't totally agree with that.
A woman that don't got her
Not
house clean.
yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
okay. All right.
But we gonna go back to the right, y'all. We gonna go back to
Yeah.
the right. This weekend, the rules. I feel like rules are. I don't want to say rules are meant to be broken, but no. This weekend showed me that living living my life right and being patient and working hard for what I want, everything will come.
First of all, I don't even believe in rules.
Well,
I don't believe in rules.
I don't want to say that.
Well, I don't believe in rules. You have universal laws, you have principles, and you have morals. What you need rules for? You know what I'm saying? You got laws, principles, and morals. That's just me though.
But if my morals are different than your morals, and that's the reason why I don't get in debates with people on what's right and wrong.
Let's get into debate on what's right and wrong.
No, because if my morals are different than your morals, I'm gonna always say this is right, that's wrong. And that's why I don't get into a lot of, because a lot of times morals are, for me, morals are developed by childhood, how you were brought up. If your parents smoked weed, sometimes kids smoke weed and their parents don't smoke weed. But if your parents smoked weed and then you smoke weed and then you tell your kids there's nothing wrong with smoking weed because it's a plant, or because this is a real discussions, or you could be like me, my parents didn't smoke weed. Do I feel like there's some, at one point in my life I did feel like there was something wrong with weed, wrong with it. I don't really care either way now. I don't care, yes or no. I'm not that invested into that to even care. But the moral of the thing was, at 18, 19, I really thought smoking weed was doing drugs. Like, you do drugs because you smoke weed.
Nah, bro.
But those are the morals. That's morals, because if you grew up around people that smoke weed that say weed is perfectly fine, who's to say what's right and wrong?
My mom does not smoke weed. My pops didn't smoke weed. Stepdad didn't smoke. He was a youth pastor. You know what I'm saying? And their whole thing was to keep me away from. I feel like the morals of my guardians was totally different from my morals going into middle school, high school, growing up. You know what I'm saying? And then as I got out of high school and started actually getting into stuff, it started changing over time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because even though I'm doing this, I feel like I was doing this.
We're not listening to these comments. Keep talking, bro.
I feel like even though I was doing this, it was for a reason. Is to eat. You know what I'm saying? So my homies can eat, so we can go do. It wasn't just for fun, right? Whereas to my mom was like, or anybody really, oh, that's wrong. You feel me? And I'm like, well, how am I eat? Go get a job. I can't work. You know what I'm saying? It's things like that. And it's also I smoke hella weed. They don't smoke. My bad, y'all. They don't
No,
smoke.
you good. Do your
they
thing,
don't smoke,
bro.
but I do. You know what I'm saying? And it was always like, even right now, my mom's like, it's a sway away, like, no, because this and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
But do you feel like the connection, not your mom, let's hypothetically, because the issue that I feel like this generation, our generation connecting to our parents' generation is we've created our own belief. I have, so let's use our wedding, for example. Me and my wife are planning a vow renewal. I can't have a reception at the church because all my friends drink, all my friends smoke. I'm not one to tell them, oh no, you shouldn't drink, you shouldn't smoke. I really like it. Just really doesn't. I don't care. Like, live your life, homie. But my parents, are our parents' generation, feel a totally different about smoking and drinking, and oh man, you shouldn't hang out with people that do this, that, and the third. Do you feel like we'll ever get that connect? You know?
Oh man. All right. That's a good question. So you have so many outside influences. You know what I'm saying? You can raise your child as right as possible, and then he go and link friends with a dude whose homies really don't care, right? And now he's doing everything that his friends do, regardless of how you raised them, right? Um, that's a disconnect. TV, vibrations, the radio waves disconnect, the music disconnect. All the it's all every damn near everything put in place right now is a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Disconnect the man from the woman, disconnect the kids from the parents. It's all just disconnection. Everybody's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So as far as getting that back, what's up?
No. I'm listening to you. I'm sharing, bro. You already know I'm on my share game, but I'm listening to you.
Nah, I was just saying, like,
dude, it says, so Mrs. 180, shout out to Mrs. 180 in the building. Thank you so much for tuning in. All y'all that's tuning in, thank you so much. You should create your own beliefs. What your parents instill in you is not always right. It's just what they know and believe to be true. But so I do believe in that. Me and my wife, we've started our own beliefs. I was about to say my own religion, but no, that's not true. We started our own beliefs. We live in a bubble. A lot of people like, man, y'all live so far. Y'all do this. It has its ups and downs because sometimes we be wanting to go do this, that, and the third. And because we live so far, and everybody, oh man, you don't want to bring your baby. It's not the fact that I don't want my baby to see you. I got to drop them off and I got to come back and get them. And everybody is over an hour, 2 hours away. You get what I'm saying? But the simple fact of the matter is we had to come up with our own beliefs on this is how we're raising our kid. This is okay for him to do A, B, C, and D. For a long time, my parents had a different, they taught me A, B, C, and D. And I think still sometimes I'll be like, man, I don't know if that's right. I don't know. My parents didn't smoke weed. My parents didn't drink. And I used to drink like, I don't know if that's me, but I used to drink like a fish, smoke, party. Everybody know I'm the life of the party. Now I host events, big parties, big events, you know what I'm saying? Sober. I'm just excited of life, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean like I have friends that, oh, you can't curse around me. Be you. Will I talk about Jesus? Yeah. People talk about the stars. People talk about whatever it is, universe, whatever. I'm going to say my two piece, but I'm not one to be like, oh, you got to believe in what I believe. Because who's to say what I believe is right? Then I don't get into stuff like that because then it goes into, what do you believe in the death penalty? And I'm not going through that.
It depends.
True. I see the issue that I have is different. Every case got a different situation. Now, when you talking about you doing the death penalty because a person sold weed and got caught, or crack or whatever got caught 15, 20 times, so they should be killed. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that a person should be killed just because they killed a cop. Because the person that killed my cousin didn't get the death penalty.
The person that killed my cousin didn't get the death penalty.
You get what I'm saying?
The cop that killed my cousin, shot him in the back, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get shit.
It just depends on. But the thing, and people gonna get mad, they might turn their phones off. The thing that makes me mad with prison, and I'm just the prison system, because my whole thing with this show is we want to start talking about prison reform. We want to start helping people and stuff like this. But the thing that makes me mad about prison is, don't get mad. Don't turn off your screen.
Here we go. Don't worry about it, bro. Let's go.
These white folks rape these kids and take them hostage, and they give them a year, and they back on the street doing it again.
6 months probation, 1 year, 2 years.
You get what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But you telling me I swiped a credit card to help feed my family. Well, I probably wouldn't help feed my family. I was just wilder. Whatever the situation is, you gave me 5 years. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, man.
The system is so jacked up where they cage you and start treating you like an animal. That's why when you talked about the topic today, I guess it did. The rules and the structure did. Because I will never, and I do mean never, get treated like an animal again.
Yeah, see, when I say rules, regulations, structures, whatever you want to call it, bro, the reason why it's different in prison and why I'm comparing it to coming out here is because when you're in there, there's a lot of intellect that goes into that. You know what I'm saying? Bro,
there's a lot of influence in there too.
Yeah, they don't just play with they don't play with, you know what I'm saying, your life. I'll take your parole, snatch all that. Bro, they play with your mind. They play with your emotions, like you know what I'm saying, and
you can only go in the shower at this time.
You know what I'm saying, and damn near everything, every single little piece of rule or whatever that prison has put in place, bro, it damn near hinders you. You know what I'm saying?
When I went to state jail with TDC, I think that was the most embarrassing moment of my whole life, because when they stripped me naked
in front of everybody,
like we're all just. They're naked. Then they shave your head. Then they put you in a cold shower. No washcloth.
No soap.
No nothing.
Or did you get the little clear bar?
The little blue bar.
Oh, okay.
They gave us the blue bar.
We got the little clear. It's this small little light bar.
I just don't like, now that I live my life the way I do, I can't go back there. I could do a lot of things, but I can't go back there. You get where I'm coming from? Yeah. So when you say, did the rules change you? I wouldn't say the rules. It was the humiliation. And then when you get there, I don't feel like people are scared of the unknown, especially your first time, because you don't know what's about to happen. So you nervous, you anxious, whatever. But the part that really I feel like hit me the hardest was the humiliation. Like, your number. I was 911-62280. They would say, like, when I got in the feds, Mr. Jenkins, how are you, Mr. Jenkins?
Nah, hey, fella.
911-6280.
They didn't call our number. They called us different names.
Boy.
Nah, it was, bro, it was anything but boy. They called you everything but.
I'm glad that we talking about this. So I got into a little altercation. I wasn't gonna talk about it, bro, because y'all be seeing me with celebrities and stuff. A couple weeks ago, I got into an altercation, and the person I got into the altercation with started calling me boy. Boy, come outside. And do you know, somebody said they just see my whole face like turn into a dark place, because all I could think about was that white guard that would call us Negroes, boy. No, go cut the grass, boy.
I thought you was finna say that white officer that kept calling y'all Negroes.
Nah, they would call us boy.
I had an officer call me Negro, bro. I snapped.
I went to SEG one time because I did swing off on a guard. It was in the news. I've been in trouble 3 times in prison Cause I'll swing off on them. My issue was, and this was my thing, I didn't have structure. Well, my parents, I lived a shelter life, but then when I got like 15, I started wilding. Big mama was bedridden, bro. I'm grown. Do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
Once they put her in the bed, what you gonna do? I'm gone.
You wildin'.
Catch me if you can. I'm not, Lord, rest her soul, Lord Jesus. Big mama, if I did, Lord, forgive me. You know, I probably gave her a heart attack and everything else. But that was my thing, bro. Like, I was grown. So when I got to prison, I wasn't used to structure. You telling me to do what? When? You don't tell me what to do. I'm grown. And one of the sergeants was like, bro, you were in prison. I don't know where you think you at. We're not equal. And I'll never forget I had an asthma attack out in that field. After I told him I'm not supposed to be in the field, 100-some degrees, out there looking stupid, I was sitting on the side because I'm not cutting nobody grass.
That's another thing I did. When I went in there, not the first thing I did was get my beard pass, of course. You know what I'm saying? I looked at my slip, saw I was in the fields, went straight back. I got my heat pass. I got my bottom bunk pass. Bro, I started running it. I'm not doing it, bro.
I learned the system.
Free work.
See, this is the thing, though. And this is what I tell people.
They get paid for your work.
Y'all hustle in the streets. Y'all come to prison, and y'all just
work in the field.
Lose all types of hustle.
Y'all come to prison, y'all chopping corn and weed.
Bruh, my knee, I'm not jumping on a top bunk. I don't care what they talking about. I'm not doing that. Number two, look, y'all ain't feeding me enough. Give me them peanut butter and jellies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in state jail, I had to learn, like, either you gonna hustle or get hustled.
Real talk.
And once I got to that point, like, people be like, oh, man, you got the gift of gab. I get tired when people tell me that, bro. Like, that, not saying that I get mad, but this is the gift that God gave me. I can sell cotton to a pillow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't start, bro.
Bro, for real. Seriously. It's a gift. It's a gift, bro. But prison showed me.
I can sell words to a dictionary.
Bro. I'm but the bad part about it is I can't be a salesman. Like they be like, oh, go be a car salesman. No, I'm gonna sell. My thing is I'm gonna sell you something that you want, but then I'm gonna upsell you.
Where I come from, they selling everything but hope.
Wow. You know what? No, but the thing is, that's what they tell you in the feds. They selling everything that ain't pinned down.
I'm telling
y'all be wondering, like in the feds, I'm like, man, why do they got this soldered to this? And because if it wasn't pinned down, they would have got it in the units and they be sold.
And if anything that you think is useless, bro, they gonna find out a use for. There's a use for everything.
I used to sell sand. People like, man, you were selling sand. I was selling sand. I was selling paper. I was selling jump ropes because I worked on the rec yard. My last yard, me ever being locked up, I worked on the rec yard. I was in 3 Rivers, and I worked on the rec yard, and I would bring back sand. We'd be locked down, and people would buy sand from me. They like, man, you making a killing off this sand. 3 times a day, I'm bringing in bags of sand.
Sand.
Bruh. Before you know it, we had to re-sand the volleyball court because all the sand inside.
That's crazy. What y'all was doing with sand?
Because you make weight bags.
Nah, see, we just use water.
I'm selling trash bags.
We got them for free.
No.
Well,
not in the feds, bro, because you got to understand, in the feds, the homie, yeah. If you the homie, yeah, we're going to give it to you. But anybody else, you got to understand the feds is real segregated. All this, and I'm just being real, all this Mexican crip, that ain't happening. He gonna have, there was probably one, it was a white boy, he was a crip, and it was Mexican, had the roughest time. Bro, you're not sitting at our table. I ain't gonna lie, I was up in there really on probably on some savage. People wouldn't have like, cause bro, like I had to learn, it was either you gonna get with it or you gonna get got. So I had to learn real quick, like, bro, this is the black table.
But there was only a couple times, I think there was like 3 times I actually like asked to sit at a table. You know what I'm saying? Usually,
seeing the feds is so segregated, bro.
See, I'm walking up. Hey, what we got?
Okay. What's going on, Mama Hickman? How are you doing? Okay, at the end of the day, the loss of life, regardless of who took it, will never bring our loved ones back. punishment, death or lockup for life, never will change the narrative of someone killing a human. So justice makes one feel better, but doesn't solve the real situation.
Answer me these right quick. So number one, what really is justice? And number two, if none of that is a punishment that will suffice, then what do we do with this person? What do we do with a man who took a man's life?
But this is the issue that I have. It's the issue that I have is, and this is what I've seen. The white man killed my little cousin. He got life. But the black boy, and there's on Lifetime, there's a show called Texas death penalty show. It was real sad. Me and my wife was up in here crying. I think she was pregnant at the time, so we was already some crybabies the whole pregnancy anyway. But we watched the show. Black dude pulled up to somebody's house, some girl's house. When he pulled up, the cops scared him. He pulled his gun out, shot him, and drove off. When he realized that he killed a cop, he went on a run, whatever. Could have turned himself in, whatever. Well, they gave him death. What's the difference? Why does this white man get life, but this black boy, he was 19?
Because, bro, cops gotta protect and serve, bro. Listen to
so
what I'm saying.
My life. So you saying my little cousin's life isn't as important as this cop's life?
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Cops are here to protect and serve. I didn't say nothing about us. All right. I didn't say they protecting and serving us. I said they gotta protect and serve. That's what they do. Cops kill civilians. They protect and serve. Okay? We kill civilians. What, you got another one?
Those who had judicial experiences should teach one, reach one. We cannot undo bad decisions.
And also, I feel like if a man takes a man's life out of malicious intent, just from what I seen, bro, put that man in prison.
But the thing is everybody that go to prison didn't do it.
That's
everybody that went to go to jail, they didn't do it.
That's definitely true.
Everybody trying to get off. Everybody trying to self-defense. Do you know?
I'm talking about the men who,
because of my last crime, bro. What they charged me with? They charged me with a first-degree felony. I never, ever in a million years have met so many murder trial people waiting for trial. No lie, bro. I was spooked. Like, these niggas are murdered somebody. Like, you really woke up and popped them? You excuse me, y'all. Dang, I'm on the lie. Y'all got me saying nigga on the lie. My bad, y'all. Excuse me. But nah, y'all know what it is. Listen, all right. But y'all, like, and I met two of them, like, yeah, I popped them. Sure did. Left them dead. I'm like, dang. Coolest people. Coolest people. Trying to get their things down. Then I met this young dude that I know popped this little boy.
He got off.
Got free. I know he popped him.
I mean, if they don't have solid evidence, it's very hard to get convicted of a murder. I probably shouldn't have said
that. But it's true though. The judicial system is messed up. That's why there's a street justice. Getting locked up or getting the death penalty doesn't take away the pain. To ease the pain, they take matters into their own hands.
Yep.
But is that right or wrong?
Why did you take my cousin's life?
They not gonna never tell you the truth. They not gonna never tell you the truth.
Bro, it's different depths to this subject, bro.
It's a lot of ins and outs to it. I just feel for me, it's black people don't get the same rights as white people.
That's absolutely true. I mean,
I don't like that.
I mean, bro, Jim Crow never really ended. I mean, slavery never really ended. Any racial injustice never really ended. Racism itself never. None of that's over, bro. It's all just
there's an obvious truth system. What is justice? What is justice is a good question. Because
you know what I'm saying?
So I did have a friend that got killed. The bad part about it is because I knew everybody that was involved in the situation. The dude that did the killing, I took his cousin to prom. the other guy that was a part of it, I knew him too. The dude that got killed, I was real close to him, you know, and you don't know whose side to take. But the dude that did the killing, you got 25 years. So you telling me 25 years is all my you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it like this. Now that I got a son, I think of things like on this topic totally different. If somebody hurt my kid, 25 years in prison is not gonna never bring them back. I'm coming to get you. I'm on some taking on some Colombiana type.
I'm gonna be straightforward, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. If you grown and you hurt my child, whatever you did to my child, I'm gonna do to you. Straight up, real talk.
I see. That's the thing is, so again, you know, I'm real spiritual, so I had to pray about it with my kid because I'm like, God, now you know I'm ignorant. I'm not ignorant. I'm ignorant. And when it comes to this wife,
that's that Christian
the ignorant. I'm ignorant. When it comes to this wife of mine and that little boy, bro, all gloves are off. And I'm glad the saints are on here. Y'all keep praying for me. Y'all know I need prayer all the time. But there's not a Bible, there's not an oil that's going to stop me from getting to anybody that fools with my family.
Just saying, man.
But that's real men. You get where I'm coming from. But you get in situations like that. Let's use that, for example. It's in my book. Y'all know I openly talk about things that happened in my childhood when I was younger. Hold on, let's see. It is always wrong. Protecting yourself is another narrative. Let's use, for example, people that have been through things I've been through. Sexual abuse. My thing is, now, if my parents would have went and popped them, my parents would have went to prison for the rest of their life. But you report them, oh, they're on a list and they get out in 12 months. Where's the justice? You get what I'm saying? Like it's a real messed up. I feel like the justice system's a real messed up situation. You want to know what I really went through?
It's not justice though. It's definitely a system. Or not, it is a justice system.
She says live with any decision you make. I feel that's why I never cried.
Can do that.
See, that's the thing was, so let me tell you something about, and I want you to get into yours because he got a dynamic and thought about it too. When I went to prison, I wasn't on this, oh God, get me out, oh God, please. Oh, no, nigga, I was stealing. Bro, I was in the streets stealing. Like I was swiping people's credit cards. I went to the bank and took money that was not mine.
Yeah.
I'm going to jail. How long does this take? Oh, you can get up to 4 years. Book me. See ya. Holla. Catch y'all when I get back.
Bro, that was like you said. Okay, so mine was weird too because I was out there wilding. You know what I'm saying? Right. Doors was getting kicked in. I'm taking stuff. You know what I'm saying? I go to prison. They put all these false charges on me. I know I didn't do this, right? So, like you, I told him, hey, man, drop all this. Give me the 5 I'll sign today. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I was wrong. I did some stuff I shouldn't have did. 5 years is
that.
I should have life right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll sign today if y'all drop all that other stuff. And they did, bro.
But this is the thing is, you got to be truthful to yourself. One thing that I can give my mom, me and my mom sometimes don't see eye to eye. I'm mama's boy. I love my mama. Shout out, mama, if you're watching. But one thing my mama did tell me, and it hurt me when she told me, but with some truth words, there's no right way to do wrong. And with every decision, with every action, there's a reaction. With every decision, you have to live with it. That's why every mugshot you see, I have a smirk or I'm smiling.
I got one. You want to put your mugshot up?
No, bro, we talking about me and my, you know what I'm saying, and my mugshots.
Hey, I got beat up in one of mine, bro. You can put.
I ain't never got beat up by the law. I always tell them, please just don't hit my face. That was my. Don't hit my face.
Bro, I got beat up, bro. They smoked my ass, boy. And it was the last time when I ran. When I went to, I think they smoked me because I ran, and they was looking for a good 30 minutes.
I ain't never went through that, but I've gotten beat up by officers in prison. I was in federal prison in El Reno, Oklahoma. An officer took me into the office and took a piece of glass and tried to cut my face open.
Dang.
Yeah, I thought it was it. And
Wow.
I came out bleeding. And this is when you know that you have good character. I came out, I don't cry like I was in prison. Like I get emotional at church or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm always happy. Came out crying, I had blood coming out my face. The whole prison went up. They had to take me off that prison that day because they started rioting. Like, nah, the blacks said shut it down. But because of my character, like they like, man, that's a little dude from Austin. That's a little dude from Texas. Yeah. Like, nah, you can't just. And they had to.
He was little, by the way. I don't know if y'all can tell right now. He was a little dude.
Listen,
my bad, bro. My bad. Continue, bro. My fault.
I used to work. No. But
and the head's always been the same size.
Listen,
that's
here
crazy,
we go.
bro.
Oh, you capping? He capping today. You just because you been skinny your whole life, can't gain no weight.
Hey, I'm not skinny, baby. This hard work and dedication, baby.
Man, he gonna tell me today. Let me tell y'all what this big boy clothes. I wear a skinny 38.
Oh man.
He said, "Oh man, listen. No, but for real though, I feel like though, no lie. Even though I've been through everything, like for example, this weekend, everything that I went through, I believe that I deserve to be there.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like, oh, I've been to prison. Oh man, I don't, because some people feel like that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna say nothing bad. I did meet Jeremy Meeks this weekend. He wants to come on. He's gonna come on the show, y'all. He did agree to come on our show and do our show with us. So y'all gonna see him. I got a lot of work that I got to do with it. I did meet him. He's cool. I'm gonna put it like that because of the cameras are on. He'll be here. Anyway. Let's.
Hey, man, we gonna take a quick commercial break, man.
Okay,
we'll be right back, bro.
I don't know if we got any commercials. I ain't been in town, bro. We gonna put on one. We come up with something.
Even if we don't,
let's see. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. 180, and you know we are live here in the 180 studios. I'm live with Mr.
Kevon Edmonds,
Keith Mitchell,
Daniel Skyhart McClain,
and we are After 7.
Listen, they have a hot new single called "The Day."
Featuring Stokely, yeah.
Hey, that's what's up. Y'all make sure that y'all go download that on all streaming platforms. Danny, let us know what your social media is, man.
At After 7 Music, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, it's all the same. But to get them tickets for them shows and all that jazz, make sure you go to After 7 Music on Instagram. Can't miss it.
You can't miss it. Listen, y'all also gonna be the cover of 180 Life Enterprise magazine. It's going down June 2023. Make sure that you set your clocks. You guys are coming back June the 1st, 7 p.m. Are y'all ready?
Are they ready?
Yes.
Are they ready or not?
Yeah.
Here they come. Listen, y'all make sure that y'all set your clocks. June the 1st, 7 p.m. They will be live. 180 Life introduces a Night of Elegance award gala hosted by Ali Caldwell, Saturday, August the 5th, 2023, 7 p.m. Hilton Garden Inn, 8101 Pat Booker Road, Live Oak, Texas, 78233. Get your... All right, we are back. We are back live. Voice of the Village. Listen, our screen is giving us problems, but we're going to have it working by next Tuesday. But we were talking about how the rules and regulations of a prison kind of cultivated us in business today. I feel like the structure of it cultivated me. Now I have so much self-discipline. Like, I have an assistant that tells me, hey, we need to do this, 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 and that. But I just make it happen. While I'm on that, big shout out to Mr. J Fly. My bad. Big shout out to Mr. J Fly. He's the cover of 180 Life Enterprise Magazine special issue. I got to give a big shout out to Tavia Solari. She is the special. She is the 180 Life Enterprise regular issue for July. So make sure that y'all go get your copies now on Amazon.com. But tell me about a time. Have you ever just like lay back in bed or in your living room or wherever in your car, whatever, and just thought about like, man, 7 years ago, I was here compared to now.
Yeah, all the time.
For real?
Yeah, I'm a pretty pensive person, but I'm more retrospective than pensive. I look back, like, okay, I was there. Damn, I did this and that, but I gained this from it. And I'm doing this. You know,
Okay.
most of my thoughts are usually structured towards positivity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not much for reminiscing and all that, staying in the past.
Well,
But
no,
when
I don't think
look,
yeah, okay. Go ahead. I'm listening. My bad.
I was just gonna say, when I do look back, it's usually to gain something or to give myself more motivation. Like,
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I can stop thinking like that because I don't already came through all this over here.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess my thing is because so everybody that does know me knows I've lost a lot. Even coming home from prison, I lost a lot. You know, me and my marriage was going through stuff and different relationships, people, things. You know what I'm saying? But I was sitting in the living room before we left for Atlanta, and a lot of times my wife would catch me just looking around because I remember when I was 19 and I was running out of errands, and I was going to rent a center, renting a whole thing and moving, and you just scared that somebody gonna knock at your door, and to look around, and it's not to brag on things that I have, but to look around and be like, oh, nothing in here is rented. Everything I worked hard for, everything we've paid for, everything we built. Even with me and my wife, I look at it, you know, we lost everything, fighting and arguing and going through everything we went through. And then you look around and you like, oh, this is starting over for 2 years. Like, oh yeah, this is 2 years start over.
Yeah.
Nah, this ain't 2 years start over. You look at the studio, you look at our son's room, you look at the living room, and I just sit back and I'm like, dang God. Then I go back to, dang, I was in an 8x8.
You had an 8x8?
An 8x8. That's almost the size of the Feds 8x8. But it might have been a little bit bigger.
It's almost the room.
It was about half this size. Half this size, yeah. You go half this size. Boom.
We had
Because
8x4. We had about half of what y'all got.
yeah, 8x8. It's about 8x8.
8x4, 8x5.
Because
I could stick my arms out and my elbows will be like this.
No, you could lay across this way or you can lay across this way.
Oh yeah.
Because most of the time
crazy.
the bed was on the wall, the window wall.
Yeah.
So as long as the bed.
Well, I did go to a unit where it had a pretty big cell, about half the size of this.
And it's just the thing is you get to a point where, man, I used to live in an 8x8. So now I live in a 3-2, and it's like, dang.
8x8 with a little bitty, not even 12-inch window, bro.
Well, in the Feds it was a little different. You had a window.
Oh, y'all could pop them open too.
No. We had AC. So there's no opening, no windows.
So in the cell there was AC when it wanted to work. It didn't really that much. And or in some cells it ran all the time. In some cells, no. Mine, no. And that little 10x6, 10x8 window, whatever, you could slide it open a little bit. But that's all you getting, bro.
We had the window. I used to sit, even though I've always had a window that overlooked the rec yard. I can see the rec yard, and you can see if you on the top bunk. Because when I went to the Feds, it's not bottom bunk, top bunk. It's whoever in there, get where you fit in. So I got on the top bunk to like ran my cell, then I got to the bottom. But I was on the top bunk one time. You can see over the gate, and you just look at the cars. I would sit up at night and just look at the cars drive by. Be like, they don't even know we in here looking at them. So like now when I travel, I'm like, man, somebody probably looking out the window, like wishing.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do when I get out?
Man, I think about that all the time, bro. I could say there's probably not a day where I'm not thinking, there's people out there wishing to just get some air outside of a gate. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I'm careful of what I do and who I'm around. Because in the event that I have to do something to go back, it's gonna be 9/11. You know, because if, for example, we around each other and you don't think, oh man, this could get us both in trouble, that's an issue for me. You didn't care enough about what you was doing that you gonna throw away everything I got going on.
Yeah.
Or if somebody messes with my family, everybody laughs because they're like, man, that boy is crazy about that woman. I am. And she had a little boy. And I'm stupid crazy about him. You know what I'm saying? But it come to a point of being careful of your surroundings. But then there's sometimes where you just can't help what happens. And I'm that guy that, you don't know what you'll do until if it happened. Like I tell people, you don't know how you'll feel unless you lose someone you love. I can't tell you I know how you feel because my mama's still living. But losing my dad, I can tell you, oh, I know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I know how you feel because I went through that. No. I'm saying I know what I'm saying. Okay. What I'm saying is, if somebody lost their mother, sympathy. I can't say I know how you feel. For our situation, if somebody lost their dad, oh, I know how you feel. No matter if you're close, if you wasn't close, that's still your dad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My grandma, for example, that was my ace. So when people do lose their mom, I just think about my grandma. Like, I can kind of know how you feel because I lost my backbone. You know what I'm saying? I still got my mom, but I kind of can, but I can't really tell you how. So if something was to happen, I can't tell you what I would do. But I know I'm ignorant, and it might not turn out too good for the home team. I'm going to just say that. For real, bro. But I feel like the structure of prison got us to a point where if you're really determined and you really want to stay on the straight and narrow, you're going to do what you got to do to stay out here. You really will. It's hard. I ain't going to make it. I ain't even going to cap. I know sometimes I be capping. Man, it's easy. All you got to do is stay out the way. And people will do that.
I ain't never said that.
I told a couple people, well, I'll tell young people that. Because young people, for me, if you really want a job, you will go work at the car wash.
Well, yeah, I'm being young is now that I am where I am, bro, and seeing what I seen and doing what I did, bro, I would say, well, I went to prison at 23, but even at 23, bro, it's easy. It was easy. It was, bro, for any young person, it should be easy.
I feel you. But the thing is these young people these days aren't really.
You don't even got to say nothing after that. Really,
these young, listen, they not like we was, bro. I think it starts with respect, though. And that's why when majority of young people, when they go to prison and they come back, they're very respectful to people. Those would be the most, if you didn't get in there and just start wilding and do dumb stuff. But if you really was on if you just was there, I'm not going to say you can't be wilding.
I got in there wilding, but I was still respectful.
But you learn respect really fast.
Yeah.
You learn it very, very fast. Or you going to get in the wreck.
I've always been big on respect, personal, physical respect. You know what I'm saying? So when I got in there, even though I was wilding, I would still think about, is this going to affect me or is this going to affect the whole tank? Is this going to affect, am I going to get locked up or am I going to shut the tank down?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, even when I would do dumb stuff, it's like, I'm still like, okay, I'm in prison. I can wild against the guards. These niggas going to beat my, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So.
But even wilding against the guards, like I had to tell, I had a young Sally come through the last time. Bro, you tripping. You don't know what I got going on in here. And because he mad at you, he come shake us down. Now me and you got an issue.
Oh, I'm not wow. You don't wow. First of all, you don't. This is that's one of my rules, bro. You don't wow in the cell with your celly in there. First of all,
No,
you know
but
what I'm
I
saying?
like some people. Like I had a young celly. This is what he did. Him and the guard got into it. Whatever happened, and then before you know, it, he just disrespect her, knowing she cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know, like I'm not trying to be mean. The women guards was a lot different than the men guards.
They were worse.
You know, but
far worse.
A lot of the women guards were super cool.
Some of them.
All the ones I met were super cool until you piss them off. Men guards, you could piss them off and they just be pissed off. They might come through, slam the door.
You right.
Yell.
Feds is different.
And women guards, they get in. Well, yeah, in state jail it was totally different. State jail, the men guards was just as emotional as the women.
I was TDC. Okay, now so this depends on what unit you go to because damn near every unit I went to, the men not gonna do all that, right? They gonna sit, they gonna talk a little bit of mess. You done? Oh, you still going? Oh, I'm a B. Oh, my mom. Oh yeah, you know they gonna let you do all that. They gonna spray you, and you gonna sit in there for a good 5 minutes in that spray and think about what you did because ain't nobody defeating that spray. I don't care who you are, bro.
At all.
Nobody defeating that spray. Yeah, the women, no, they get disrespectful. They try to cut. They want to attack your whole family and your manhood. You know what I'm saying? They want to start playing these emotional and mental games. Nah, it's way worse with the women, bro.
Again, like you said, it turned to emotional. Most men, well, in the feds, they don't give you gas. In the feds, they ain't letting you gas, but they'll click that button. They're gonna tase you. Or they'll break the glass and gas you. If they break the glass, they gotta gas you.
They break the glass is something serious, huh?
Yeah, they gotta gas you. Like you can't break the glass and not gas.
Yeah.
But the thing, what I learned was, women will be cool. The women guard, they'll be cool all day, and then something happen, they get pissed off, and you could be laughing, blah 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 blah. They done, and then they get mad at you. And it just turns into an emotional roller coaster.
Emotional, bro.
And it's just like, bro, but I did talk to one woman guard. And she was like, I'm really cool, cause they be nervous. Let's be real. We eat peanut butter. They treat us like animals, and they bulk you up. You got these guys doing 1,000 push-ups a day.
I was one of them.
You know what I'm saying?
One of them.
You got them up there jogging in place. They're prepared for war.
Bro,
you
I woke up
from?
Let me say something real quick. I'm gonna let you get back to it. I woke up at 4. I went to school, got out of school around 8 to 9, bro. And my OG had us in there. I'm not gonna call him OG for everybody out there, but my mentor had us in there, bro. Boxing, pushing up, jumping jack. That's all we would do for them the rest of the day, bro.
Bruh.
Was train. It's like Goku and Vegeta, bro. That's all we did in there, bro.
That's gonna make any female nervous, bruh, it's crazy, and then bro. She knows some of us in there is crazy, like cuckoo crazy, oh, she blinked at me 2 times. Oh, she want to fight.
Yeah.
And mind you, a lot of them guards, they beautiful, whatever, but a lot of them, average woman is 5'6", 5'7". We 6 feet.
Yeah.
We've been working out. We stocky. We've been eating tuna all day. We've been training for this inseparable war that might just start. You know what I'm saying? And she's nervous. They don't want to say that they nervous, but they nervous.
They're not supposed to.
And so.
But there's a lot of female guards that get in there too and try to play that cool role. And they get
because
with
they
that
nervous.
one dude. And that one dude turns them into a freaking savage, bro. And they give the rest of the prison hell. There's actually a lot of female guards.
There's a lot of female guards like that.
Just that one man makes them just bitter towards every prisoner, bro.
I really feel like I used to tell the female guards, just be the same every day with me. All I ask is be the same. If you're going to be by the book, be by the book. I can respect that. Hey, they're going to be by the book.
One of my favorite sayings that I say right now started in prison, bro. I used to tell people all the time, I ain't the enemy. I told everybody that.
Wow.
Cellmates, guards, all that. Female guards start going off. Whoa, chill with her. Hey, I ain't the enemy. I didn't do it. What's wrong with you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I started saying I'm not the enemy, man.
But that's my thing is but I'm like that everywhere I go. I tell you that. I tell my wife that. I tell business people, be the same way with me every day. The same way. If you text me every morning, good morning, how you doing? And then you go 3 weeks without doing it. When you come back, yeah, you might have been replaced. Oh man, you didn't even take me back. But I used to tell them female guards that, look, because I knew a female guard, she was the same way. She not gonna let you have them strings up. She's not gonna let you do this. She's not gonna let you have contraband, take them things off, put some pants on.
But she
put
was
on a
cool
shirt.
though.
She was cool, but
Yeah.
she wanted the same thing because she wanted the same thing all the time. It wasn't one day we all in here kikiing and doing jokes, and then the next day she snatching lines down, taking you, shaking. No, she was the same way. I don't want to see it. Put on a shirt. Everybody got to, and I respected that.
Bro, most of the guards who are straight like that were the all right ones, bro. Most of them, right? It was always the ones who try to act cool, who was the.
What I learned though, the ones that try to act cool, the thing that I didn't used to like about that, they get in front of their lieutenant or their sergeant, and then swear that they got everything under control.
Yeah.
And you like, nah. Like, no, that's not, but I don't know, bro. It's just a different, like I tell people, it's a different lifestyle. It's a different situation. Listen, y'all, Voice of the Village 2023. Y'all done rocked with us for 1 hour and 7 minutes.
I ain't even noticed.
Y'all came, y'all left.
Y'all been rocking with us and y'all ain't said nothing, bro.
They've been commenting a little bit. They talked with us a little bit. Thank you so much. Mrs. 180 in the building. Mama Hickman, thank you so much for coming. Thank y'all for tuning in, bro. You got any announcements for this week?
No.
No. You ain't performing nowhere? You ain't doing nothing?
Bro, no. I had a performance.
Okay.
Got knocked down for some money.
That's the one we talked about last week?
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
No,
I'm working real hard on these beats, these tracks, these graphics, bro. I have a lot of work to do, a lot on my plate. That's all. That's it. That's all.
Always working. I got some things coming up. Definitely go over to 180life.com. Stay in tune. Voice of the Village is going on the rise. We're about to go on the road. Get ready because I got some things brewing. Listen, y'all, I'm not going to hold them long. We not going to hold you long. It's been real. Next Tuesday, 7 p.m., and you going to give them a sneak peek of what we talking about?
7 p.m. No sneak peeks, y'all. Be there. It's going to be something special.
Listen, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in with us. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Thank y'all. Y'all already know Voice of the Village. Hit that like button, hit that share button, turn on those post notifications. We'll see y'all next week. It's your boy, Mr. 180.
Peace.
It get rough, trust, I know life crazy. Can't give up just